All right, let's chop some wood really quick, and I know Jake Rowe needs to go to bed.
Hey, I will go first though. I want to chop
Yeah.
one on the 2025 schedule because as much pissing and moaning is going on about the 2024 schedule, bet on it. 2025 is going to be pretty loaded. It has to be on the comeback. So get ready for that, especially if the SEC goes to 9 games. You probably get some consideration with Georgia getting 3. You maybe get 5 SEC home games. It's going to be absolutely loaded. Get excited. To a couple years down the road. Not only that, Georgia gets to go to UCLA early in the year as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. But I wanted to chop wood on that 2025 schedule because I know that the 2024 comparatively, if you look at what Texas gets to do, if you look at what Alabama gets to do, it does kind of suck compared to those schools. But it'll be better in 2025. So if you are a Hartman Fund person or whatever, and you're trying to rack up some points, you're getting close, you need to get over a threshold, take out a loan, talk to your brother-in-law, get it figured
out. I'll chop wood about Stetson Bennett. We haven't spoken about him in a few weeks. I'm having some Stetson Bennett withdrawals here. Cooper Kupp was tongue-in-cheek when he said that, maybe he was telling the truth. He said that Stetson Bennett is the most athletic quarterback on the Rams roster who went to Georgia, and that's probably not a lie because I imagine Stetson is more athletic than Matthew Stafford. But the true part of this is Cooper Kupp is actually bragging on Stetson Bennett for the throws that he's making at Rams workouts right now. And LA fans are loving this guy already. He's already brought this mailman mystique with him from Athens to Rams camp. And I really believe this. In the NFL, guys are going to get a chance when they're backup quarterbacks because someone gets hurt, someone's helmet pops off, something happens. Don't give Stetson Bennett a chance and don't underestimate him because I can't wait to see it happen. He's already doing special things, it sounds like.
I will chop wood about Wes Johnson and his introductory press conference yesterday. It's safe to say he won the press conference. Just looking at the reaction from folks on the board, being there in person and listening to him, already selling Georgia. He's not yet, completely settled in Athens. He's got a little bit of business to finish up in Baton Rouge first, and not Baton Rouge, in Omaha with the Tigers there. But as he's been balancing it, I really like this quote on this. He's been balancing his responsibilities at LSU as their pitching coach and at Georgia as the next head coach. He said, I wake up really early, I go to bed really late, and I drink a lot of caffeine in the middle. I mean, that's somebody that's working hard. You've got to love that as a Georgia fan. He also said, as somebody that's been around the SEC, been around college baseball before, he knows if you're going to be good, you're going to recruit the state of Georgia. I mean, he's got an upper hand there being in the state of Georgia. So chopping wood about Wes Johnson.
You can watch him in the College World Series, see what his Tigers do.
All right. I'm going to chop wood about Georgia's recruiters, and I talked about this briefly earlier, but like I said, Trey Scott heard the slander. Del McGee heard the slander. They've answered the bell in such huge ways. There were people that were questioning these guys coming into this summer and saying, can Georgia's running back room get back to where it should be historically? Look, you flip a guy from Florida that Georgia's been chasing for months. You got Dwight Phillips, who's a burner, and you're in it still with a couple of really standout guys in Nate Frazier and Christian Clark is a guy I keep telling people not to take off the board, especially if the Frazier thing goes away from Georgia. You're in good shape there when it comes to the running back room. Then you talk about the D-line. Everybody's saying Trey Scott, oh gosh, he's having to take these guys and elevate them. Well, then he goes out and he adds 2 4-stars, a tremendous player in Justin Green just down the road. And then, oh, yeah, we can reach up to New Jersey as well and pull a guy out of the Northeast with the help of Fran Brown. Like I said, those guys have really answered the call. There's not a lot of weak links in this Georgia recruiting when it comes to this coaching staff. And you maybe couldn't have said that last year because Todd Monken, that wasn't his specialty. With these guys, I don't think that's the case anymore. They are pretty deadly, and they're answering the call, like I said, early here in the summer.
I'm going to chop wood, and I'm going to partner in with Dylan Brooks here on Sacovie White, UGA commit out of Cass High School. He is from a family of very, very deep Alabama fans, and I know his family. I know his story, and this young man is 1,000% committed to Georgia. I had a chance to watch him again today, and listen, he loves football, and I'm telling you, this kid made play after play after play today. Comes up, first thing, shows me a highlight, and he goes, "Hey, check out this morning." You know, he's just smiling. He's like, starts talking about other players on his team, like, "Hey, this guy's good, this guy's good." You know, already promoting his other players. I turn around and watch Cass, and not only is he playing wide receiver, he turns around and plays corner. He doesn't want to come off the field. And my experience in this is, kids, he's never once asked me why he's ranked or why he's ranked, ever. Every time I see him, he's in a great mood, and he loves football. And I'm telling you right now, that's invaluable in today's game. You get a guy that's got that quote-unquote dog in him. Sacovie White's got that. He's converted his family. I think the last time I saw his mom and him at the Corky Kell luncheon, they had a house divided tag with Alabama and Georgia, and he said that is coming off. It's going to have a G on the front of that car. I'm sure that's the case now. So you talking about a great kid, and you know, I don't know how much we'll get to interview him, you know, over when he comes into Athens. But I'm telling you right now, this guy is a great kid. He's super polished, but man, he is a hell of a football player, and Georgia fans are really, really going to like Sacovie White. Don't worry about where he's ranked. Don't even know where he's ranked right now, but I can tell you this, that kid's a damn good football player.
I want to piggyback real quick too, a quick an extra chopping wood based off of that, because I had meant to mention this quote today. Ryan Puglisi talking about NIL, and said, at the end of the day, you picked up a football for a reason. Going into your freshman year, you weren't going to college to try and get paid. You played football because you loved it. That's a pretty refreshing quote to hear. In
that quote made so many dads across America just weep tears of joy, I bet. Get your dad a DawgsHQ membership. We will have a link in this show's description. You can now gift memberships to DawgsHQ. That's brand new, and your dad deserves it. So head on over. It is $1 for 3 months of access, $49.99 for a year. And maybe you don't want to give it to your dad. Maybe you want to buy it for yourself. That's okay too. We have a lot of great premium info, message board hilarity, and hijinks, but it's also fun to be a dog right now, just in general. These are the good years. These are the good days. Don't get too hung up on that tough 2024 schedule. It's still fun to be a dog, and we are really loving every minute at DawgsHQ.com. So join us. This is free stuff. If you like this, you'll love DawgsHQ.